Welcome to Braunhaven. We're going to be picking up where we left off last week. These guys are exploring Jottheim Dungeon, and they have walked into a room and fell into battle with a roper. And Roper's got a niche. I think Alora's gonna get chowed on. But before we get started, we would like to uh, point out that we do have a merch store via Zazzle with t-shirts and buttons and whiskey rocks glasses, beer steins. There's all sorts of stuff on that store. And 100% of the proceeds from the store goes directly back into the channel, and it helps us cover things, like Incarnate, which we use to make maps, Roll20 Pro, even the software that we use to make these videos. And so those little subscriptions all join up to become not so little at the beginning of every month. And so if you want to help us make ends meet, go get yourself a hoodie. The hoodies are black and they have the charcoal sketches of the characters from today's game on them. So if you want to help us out, that would definitely be the way. And we appreciate everything you do for us. All right, so sorry, my allergies are just kicking my ass. So the Roper, on its turn, it's got Alora, Goodman, Mavis, and Malachi. Laura's going to get pulled up. It can pull you 10 feet. Looks like Alora's the only one that's going to get chowed on. Now, before I roll this, you can escape from the tentacles. To do so, you need to basically attack the tentacle, and you have to hit. You have to hit it, of course, and you have to deal 5 or more damage with a cutting type weapon, and that will sever the tentacle and let you guys loose. But for Alora, it is going to bite Alora because it has pulled you to its maw.
All the way in. That's gross.
For 18 points of damage.
Well, I'm down to 0 then. That sucks.
Oh, really?
That's like exactly how much HP she has, yeah.
Okay, so Alora can make a death saving throw.
I got 19.
Is that over your death saving throw? I would assume it is.
My death is 11.
Yeah, so Alora gets bitten and passes out.
Ugh.
But she's not dead.
Fucking shit.
What does Mira want to do?
You said this thing can only take damage from magical weapons?
That is correct.
Mira is told to stay the fuck back.
Okay. Mira is sitting this one out.
He will be an extra pair of eyes just watching the battle so I can't get blindsided.
Okay. What does Peppermint want to do?
Peppermint needs to hurt this thing. Let's get in there.
I would think that Peppermint would probably want to sever the tentacle so that it would drop Alora, because if it continues to chew on her, she will die. Because I mean, another bite like that is going to end her.
Okay. Fucking shit. Yeah, I got 7 to hit. There's no way. Damn it.
No, that is a miss. Malachi, you are tentacled. What does Malachi want to do?
He's going to cast haste.
Okay. That's not a terrible idea.
Everybody speeds on up a little bit.
Yes. Da, da, da. So it's a 60-foot diameter. I'm pretty sure that's going to get everybody.
It's all my rowdy friends.
Yeah, that would get everybody. Yeah. All right, so everybody is hasted.
My goodness.
Borman, who is invisible.
Yeah, he
And this
is
thing is
invisible.
This thing is attached to the ceiling. It's kind of hanging upside down. And the ceiling is 20 feet up.
All right, well, Borman's gonna come over here and try to free Alora
Okay.
with his sword.
This sword and his magic helmet.
Yeah. This is
That-
24 hit.
That is a hit.
All right. So this is a D8 plus 2. And so that's 4 times 2 is 8.
Okay.
I'm no longer invisible.
Right.
Then I'm gonna take another swipe as I'm right in there, and I'm gonna try to free Mavis there.
Yeah, she's using a hammer. She's not going to be able to sever a tentacle.
Yeah, so I need to take 4 off of that, and there. All right. Does a 9 hit?
It does not. And you
Yeah.
rolled a nat 1.
That's correct.
Dun, dun.
So take your swipe if you're going to.
Let me... find my thing. Didn't roll a d20.
All right. 5.
So you slip, you succeed in cutting the tentacle that was that was basically holding Mavis to the mouth, and so she falls down on the floor, and gore from the severed tentacle is on the. It falls down on the ground, and you slip and fall, taking. You are on the floor, prone, and you take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Goodman.
I want to use. I'm not finished.
I'm sorry.
I want to use the tons of extra movement that I've gotten from being hasted to get up,
Okay.
scoop up Alora, and then I'm going to do my ethereal step
Okay.
to take me and Alora up over here.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Goodman has a tentacle on him. What would Goodman like to do?
Goodman's got his magic thrower
Mhm.
that is not sharp.
That is true.
So he's still going to try to do some damage to the thing, though. He'll
Okay.
throw. He'll throw at the roper up on the ceiling.
All right. Yeah, I mean, that is a hit.
25. Yeah. So plus 3. 8 points of damage.
All right.
Going to do it again.
Okay. That is another
It's
hit.
24 to hit. Yeah. Plus 3, 6.
All right. You know. So Goodman hucks this hammer and it smacks the roper. It comes back to his hand and he does it again. He's hit it twice, but you know, this thing's quite hardy. I forgot to open. If I can find it. Oh, come on. Fucking, oh, there it is. Adobe, in their infinite wisdom, changed. They did an update and it changed the icons for some of the PDFs. And now, because some of the, not all of them, and I don't know what the delineating factor is, but some of them no longer have the typical red, you know, Adobe PDF icon. Instead, they just show like the first page. And so they immediately blend in with every other thing in the folder, and it makes it a bitch to find. This. There we go. And I need. Okay. There we go. All right. So Goodman smacks it twice. What does Mavis want to do? I mean, you could hit the tentacle with your hammer, but it's not gonna. It won't be able to cut through the tentacle.
So we came here for like treasure and stuff, right?
Yep.
Do you know of a big
treasure and experience.
I changed some of my spells earlier for like this day. I got I have Searing Light that I can cast.
Okay.
I don't know if that'll if it does more than 5, will that still damage it? Probably enough to
let me
sever your tentacle.
Let me see.
Okay.
Divine power of cleric's deity is focused and projected in the form of beam from the cleric's open palm at a single target, dealing 1d8 damage. Saving throw versus spells for half. Undead creatures would take additional damage equal to the cleric's level. Well, he's not undead, and I don't think that it wouldn't be able to sever the tentacle, but it would, of course, deal damage. And I don't... Let me see if there's anything about this guy that would cause it.
Well, I'll just smash the tentacle then, because I get to do that twice, and
oh man,
instead because of the haste.
So here's something that, and we'll have to be doing this moving forward. That I missed this. Anybody who's grabbed by the tentacle is also suffering from weakness and have a -3 to attack and damage rolls for 3 turns. So for 30 minutes.
Okay, we're kind of fucked. Maybe I should just go nuclear on it.
That's not a terrible idea.
Okay, we're gonna bust out that flame strike then.
All right.
Once a day.
I don't. That's a 5th level, right?
Yeah.
Yep, here it is. He gets a save versus spells for half.
But she dumps a ton of dice on its face.
Right.
8d6. Yeah.
He's going to take all of it.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 26.
Ouch. All right. That most certainly got its... Oh, man. So, the flame comes... Basically, you can't even see it for a second because the flame comes down and engulfs it from the ceiling. and it's still there, but it is smoldering.
Well, if that didn't kill it, then I'm really glad I did that.
I
Because
would think.
weakness sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still in the fight. Alora, what would? Oh, Alora's
I'm
unconscious.
passed out. Dying
And
Yeah.
again.
Jackson.
If I multi-class, can I wear some fucking armor? This is so. I'm sick of dying. That's all.
Yeah, clothies are always weak. With a witch, I mean,
Oh, did you
you
had
could.
to have forgotten to add her hit points or something? Well, I mean, she's like level 8, right?
Yeah, but I died and like that took away some stuff and I got took down a level by like a ghoul
Oh,
one
Right.
time too. So I'm
yeah.
only level 7 and my constitution is permanently subtracted from and all this other shit. So yeah,
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
all right. Well, damn it.
I know.
That's,
Well,
that's what we'll need to use one of them fucking wishes for. Is that Alora had
Fix
30
that.
hit points?
right.
That'd be cool.
Jackson, what would you like to do?
Okay, Jackson. Did Alora get pulled back from the damage? She did. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Jackson, is anybody else tentacled?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Everyone with
Uh,
a net icon.
Goodman, Mavis,
Okay.
and Malachi are members of Club Tentacles.
All right, well, then I'm going to go work my way from left to right. We're going to get Malachi untentacled, hopefully.
Just be glad that this isn't a Japanese roper. Oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
I don't know if this thing has a head to cut off.
I
Or if that's just an automatic sever.
That's an automatic sever, but you still get to deal damage.
Sweet.
All right. So, and you kill it outright. So not only did you
Holy
sever
shit.
it, but you kill it. So Mavis, Goodman, and Malachi and Laura are all weakened for the next 30 minutes. But I mean, there's nothing to stop you from resting in here. But this thing, when you
I gotta do some healing though, so I'll be doing that while you're-
when Jackson severs the tentacle, the thing dies and it loses grip from the ceiling and falls. And when it hits the floor, it shatters like a brittle piece of rock. And inside, loot falls out, and it says.
Cameron's got to do all the extra rolls because she was the heavy hitter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's the reason it died so quickly.
Fuck, that flame strike is just like.
I can only do it once a day. I just hope we don't run into something worse. Oh
Well,
shit.
we might camp out. I mean, we're no rush.
Yeah, that's true.
So in this thing was 1,200 gold pieces,
Sweet.
and
Safe to say
Love
we're going to
that
open up
gold.
the mirror, so I'll just put this stuff straight into the vault.
Cool.
Yeah, we do that. We have a chest to open, and we didn't even got to that
Got
yet.
us in trouble in the first place.
and there are
Here.
and-
Wes.
there are 10 gems. 10 gems. worth 100 gold pieces each.
All right.
And then, of course, there is the chest in here. And in the chest, let me add this up too. There are 200 platinum pieces.
200 platinum.
Love it when we get that kind of stuff.
Right.
Because I don't have to type. I can just celebrate the way.
And there are 250 gold pieces.
250 gold.
Uh, there are 100 silver pieces.
100 silver.
And 25 copper pieces.
25 copper.
That is what was in the chest. Aside from that, the rest of this room is pretty empty. Lots of rubble and debris, and it looks like the rubble and debris that's on the floor. It looks like that at one point, this debris came from collapsing buildings, pretty much made of stone. But you can tell that it's the rubble at one point was worked stone. So it clearly that that this was part of the city of Jottheim before it sank into the earth.
What about that chest?
That was the chest I just did. 200 platinum pieces, 250 gold pieces, 100 silver
Okay,
pieces,
all right.
25 copper.
Yeah. You
I
know, I'm
rolled
trying
zero
to
on accident.
Yeah.
I
Like, I
didn't
want
even
more
mean
from
to
the
do
chest.
it.
The chest should have more.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're
I'm
banged
happy.
up and we're hurting. So, I mean, should we try to, kind of come up here in this area? At least it doesn't have an actual dead body in it. It's just got the shattered
Yeah,
roper core.
shattered remains of a roper. Yeah, I mean, obviously, Alora being at 0 hit points, unconscious, she's gonna need some healing.
I've been working on it. She should not have the thing on anymore.
Okay.
The skull. Okay. Yeah. So I got some HP. Did anybody else get real hurt, or was it just her?
You were the only one, Alora.
All right, let's rest then, I suppose, for half hour so the weakness can wear off on the characters that got ensnared.
Yeah, at least a half hour, and we'll just have to be a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the people who didn't get hurt can be vigilant over here.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
right. Everybody else just chill out for 30 minutes. So you are able to rest for 30 minutes, which it's good because you've been in Jottheim for an hour and you needed to take a 10-minute break anyways. This is a perfect opportunity. And so 30 minutes goes by and, slowly Alora, Goodman, Malachi, and Mavis start to feel their strength returning.
Oh.
You guys can move your exploration movement rate.
Okay.
Look and see. I will look through Jackson's eyes. All right. Yeah. Looks like pretty much everything past the intersection here.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is the way out. And we've just started. So I guess, in the theory of following this wall, we'll just kind of follow it around this way.
Okay.
We're doing, and we're, I'm just kind of hoping you'll let us form up right in there with however we end up, like a marching order of some sort.
Sure.
It'll maybe something a little like that.
Yeah.
As we're going along.
So you, of course, see that there is a passage that leads off here to the east, and then this passage continues on to the
Yeah, I'm following this wall by my left hand as I look for traps and start kind of heading on.
Yep,
up
you
into
don't
here.
find any traps in there.
All right.
You can move your exploration movement rate again.
All right.
Let me do something here.
Getting up in there. Right there's where my exploration movement peters out.
Ooh, nasty. Okay. Well, this is perfect.
What are you watching the side way back there?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Come at you guys.
There's so many hallways. I don't want stuff sneaking up on us.
Yeah.
Uh, there we go.
And we took like a 30-minute break after the fight. And haste lasts 3 turns. So that's 30 minutes. It's gone.
Yep.
We gotta teach Scopty to make like magically imbued meals, so whenever we open up the portal, she can give us some kind of magically imbued meal.
Right?
She needs to figure out how to cook some meth.
Yes. Just cook some meth. It's
Sprinkle it
our
on the food, like some seasoning, and
potion
Yeah.
of haste.
I'm not opposed. Come on,
Pour some
Scopty.
copper.
Get to cooking.
Yeah, pull some copper flakes on top of meth. You know, just a touch of paranoia.
It's what's for dinner.
Yeah.
So, let's see. What can peppermint?
you can use the
anything?
Marvel's visage to cover up how little we've been eating.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Of this room.
They'll build these grand statues to us, you know, and we'll all be missing a tooth or two and looking in strange directions, you know, with this odd paranoid look on our face.
So, similar to the room with the roper, Peppermint can see that there is a large mineral, a large set of stalagmites that have. Basically, they were stalactites and stalagmites, and they have joined together into this big column of rock. And the water still trickles down this rock. I mean, it's not dripping; it's a pretty steady stream. And let me see what these guys can see. Up here. No, you guys can see much of anything. Let me look. Oh yeah, Malachi can see in there. See. So Malachi and Mira can kind of see some of this, but you can see that there is this in this chamber that it's a rubble-filled small cavern, and there are bits of broken, what looks like stone tiles that have been broken, laying all over the floor, and you also see that that Malachi can see that there's ash and bits and pieces of paper where the edges of the paper look like they've been burned.
Looks like a fireball's been down that way.
And Borman,
Hmm. We can come back and check this out later, though.
Yeah, I'm following the wall. Yeah, is
Okay.
basically what I'm doing. You know.
So,
We can.
Borman, you're looking into this chamber and you see that there are some puddles, and you can see that steam is coming off of these puddles as water that drips from the ceiling, and it hits these puddles, and steam kind of rolls off of these puddles. And you can see that the ceiling in here has partially collapsed, and there's rubble all over the floor.
Can I light a lantern?
You certainly can. Yeah. Hey, Borman, roll a d6.
3.
Boom.
Borman is not surprised.
Well, if it's anything happening before I kick the lantern on or anything, they gotta roll to see if they notice me in the shadows. Unless they can see in the dark, which they probably do.
Yeah, they can.
Well, they suck. That sucks for them. They. I'm gonna give them a stern talking to after we kill them. It's just a cool feature that I'm always kind of in the shadows and hard to see now, as I'm sneaky.
Your rogueness has leveled up.
Hell yes. Like, I'm now starting to, I have my own lock set, brand that I'm now been selling in thieves guilds, the Boar Bro. It'll get you right in there every time.
So
Crafted by the
Borman notices that kind of slinking across the ceiling is a black pudding.
Oof.
Everybody can
Bill
roll.
Cosby. Bill Cosby.
It is, yes, it is.
Everybody.
It is a Bill Cosby.
This is a Bill Cosby event.
Everybody can roll initiative.
Okay. So.
Hey, I actually got a decent roll.
All my guys hit on the same time. Oh, we are the party of the 5, aren't we? No, Mavis and Alora are not all in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right, so Alora, what would you like to do?
I'll move up. I don't see anything quite yet.
Right, yeah.
Oh, if I saw the black pudding, I'm definitely going to yell that out. There's black pudding.
Okay. So I moved and yeah, I can't see it, so I can't do anything to it.
All right. Goodman.
Goodman is definitely going to be talking about, the black pudding. Yeah. I remember I've heard stories about the black pudding and how it makes you go double movement in order to get up somewhere to see it. There we go. Yeah.
What would Borman like to do?
Borman, seeing the black pudding, has got to think that it's a highly acidic creature and is going to fall back, is what the fuck he's going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to pull a Sir Robin. and come all the way. I get 30 foot. We're kind of right in here ought to be okay for right now. And I want to light that lantern.
Okay. In fact, let me take a look. What is the radius on a lantern? Lantern, 30-foot radius. So let me change your dynamic lighting. There you go.
Yep. And then I will as I light the lantern, I'm going to leave the glass off the top, so it's just like a flame kind of going there,
Okay.
And I will be like, I was like, peppermint, light your arrows before you shoot them.
Okay.
I have this open flame right here.
Okay.
I can't see.
What?
Wait, where?
It's right next to me,
Yeah.
way up
Oh,
here.
okay.
I've got a little lantern that I've lit it sitting on the floor. You can light your arrows,
Sure.
Yeah.
What
That's
does
what I'm
Malachi?
thinking. Well, Malachi does not see the black pudding yet.
No.
And so he can see peppermint, right?
I would.
I'm gonna make sure that peppermint kind of comes up
Oh yeah, he can
to
see Peppermint and
me.
Mavis.
Okay. All right. Where did I? What book is that in? Is it
What are you looking for?
enlarge? It's a second level spell
Hmm.
for magic users, and I think it's in.
It's in Treatise of Magic and Spells. It's actually it's a first level magic.
It's
user
first.
spell. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to cast enlarge upon peppermint.
Oh, snap.
But
So that
what level are you
Wait, are we?
as a magic
what
user?
level?
Yeah, magic user level.
He is 6th, I believe, but I need to look.
So she's
the
out of
current-
range because it's 5.
Oh, can
the
I?
range is 5 feet per level.
Okay.
I was thinking that the cave might make it hard for me to go places too. If I'm enlarged in here.
Yeah,
Might
I'm going
be a
to
risk.
enlarge Dentry
Okay.
right there. He'll get big, but it'll add a D6 to his damage.
Okay. Actually,
Right?
no. It human and dwarf-sized creatures will deal double damage. Wait, I fucked that up. Let's see here. They're getting a +2 to strength for the duration of the spell, which is one. It'll last for 60 turns. So 600 minutes, or I'm sorry, 6 turns, so 1 hour. And he will deal double damage.
That's better than an extra D6.
Yes.
It sure is.
All right. What would Mira like to do?
Mira cannot see it yet, right? That's like
No.
around the corner? Or where is it?
It's up around this corner.
Okay. But like, Mira, be careful, but go give me some perspective.
Okay.
Mira's gonna come over here and do a little reconage.
Yeah, she can see it now.
So if she can see it, Jackson can see it now.
Right up here. Yes, because he can see through her eyes. What does Jackson want to do?
Jackson. Is this the kind of thing that like acid eats weapons? Because if it does,
Yep.
I'd be mad.
That's what I'm thinking. You know, that's
No, I'm gonna
kind of
lose a
why.
weapon now.
You
So
know,
Jackson would know. Black puddings can only be harmed by fire-based attacks. Non-fire-based attacks will cause the pudding to divide, and each time you hit, it will create a 2-hit dice pudding, and they will erode wood and metal, and they can dissolve wood or metal in one turn, and they can move across walls and ceilings, and they can squeeze through small holes and cracks.
Oh well, that's horrible.
that'll get you clean on the inside, friend.
No crack is safe
I
from the black
don't like
pudding.
this thing at all. Can crossbow bolts be lit on fire?
Sure. I don't see why not. I mean, if an arrow can be lit on fire, sure.
Okay, cool.
I
Then
got
I
the
will.
fire here.
Mouse. Damn it, mouse. Okay. Now my mouse is being dumb. Pardon me. Sorry. I should
It's
say
okay.
the touchpad, not the mouse. Okay. But then Jackson will be like, okay, let me just. This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna light a crossbow bolt, come up to here, and attempt to hit it with the crossbow.
Okay.
I'll look at my damn stats for crossbow because I never use it. +2 crossbow of accuracy. That's a +2 to hit, is it? Or +2 to damage?
It would be +2 to hit.
Sweet. Okay, cool.
Well,
D20 +2.
I mean,
And then you get your Thaco pluses.
right, don't forget your Thaco pluses. It would also be a... No, it's +2 to hit.
Okay, cool. I will use a.
There's nothing in the rules that clearly covers pluses on ranged weapons. But there are situations that heavily imply this, is that the plus for a ranged weapon is to hit, and the damage would get a plus from a magic arrow.
Okay,
Or
cool. Well,
bolt
then
or
I'm using a +1 bolt
Okay.
with a +2 to hit here. So D20 +2 plus my tacos, so 7.
Nat 20.
Hey, nat 20.
All right. So, yes.
And he beheads it.
With a crossbow. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
The black pudding.
max damage.
7, because I'm using a +1 bolt.
So, it takes 7. And
And it was a flaming bolt.
it was a flaming bolt. So, yeah, it'll take that damage. And you can
It
roll
goes,
a d20.
It flies.
Yay.
The tail, the bolt feathers are snapping because it's flaming.
Yeah. Like, what now?
The knee would be shattered by the blow, but puddings don't really have a knee. I will say that it takes an additional d10 damage, so go ahead and roll another d10. For an additional 6. Alright. So that's a pretty damn good shot.
Yay.
Mavis, what would you like to do?
Let's move forward. One thing. Oh my gosh. So freaking slow.
You could double move,
Yeah, you can.
but it bars your turn. You got that broom.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm rocking that in here.
Yeah.
Well, fuck it. Let's see. I just want to. It's up there. It's all the way up there.
Yeah, it's all the way at the top.
Yeah. I'm just hoping it's slow.
Yeah, I'm gonna rule that puddings can't sprint. So.
Okay, well that's a positive thing. Okay, if I double moved, I'd make it to about there.
Okay. What would Peppermint like to do?
Let me look at her movement real quick. 'Cause I think I can go 60 for her. Yeah, I can make it up to there at least.
Okay.
Okay. I want to look down this hallway too and make sure that I don't see any critters.
Okay. Hold on. Give me one moment. I will be right back.
Unacceptable. We demand all of your attention at all times, no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah, this place was supposed to be a big treasure trove of stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean these are the preliminary. I'm thinking one of these tunnels is gonna snatch us down into the cave, you know, we'll go to a different level maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh,
The
he's got a
treasure was the
wraith.
power of friendship that developed along the turmoil.
Oh, look, he put all those wraiths behind Dentry.
Oh shit. What? Are wraiths undead creatures?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Be fine.
Do
I'm like,
do
what
you
the
have
fuck's coming up on Gentry?
Oh, I mean, let's just say that you're in combat.
Screw the black pudding. We got to kill the race.
Yeah.
I can try and turn them. And if
Mhm.
not, if that doesn't work, I have Searing Light as my 3rd level spell right now. So
Turn.
turn away. Should be
To
scared of me.
every undead turn.
No, I'm just wondering where they came from, you know? I guess
From a
they could
hallway
come.
that we didn't go down.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, yeah. They had to have used their movement to roll up on Dentry like that.
I mean, he was spending a lot of time talking about that hallway we didn't go down, and I was a bit concerned about
Yeah.
that.
I was too, but I was sticking with my initial thing of I'm just following this wall on my left hand side, you know, and
I got you. You go left.
yeah,
Just keep going
yeah,
left.
yeah.
I was like, I don't like this. We're going left, but he's spending a lot of time talking about what's over here.
Yeah. Well, we will. I'm just all I'm saying is we've got those 2 wishes, so anything that happens we can undo. You know,
It's cool,
uh,
man. Dentry is eager to fight some undead stuff and get revenge.
isn't there a spell that we can cast on a motherfucker so that shit doesn't happen to him?
But what
I know
doesn't
not of
happen
the
to me?
spell.
Oh, for like to protect or something?
Yeah, to stop people from losing levels and stuff due to undead.
Let me see.
That sounds familiar.
Hmm.
Dentry knows not the magic you speak of, though. Dentry only knows kill it dead, kill it more dead, kill it undead.
I'm not seeing anything that makes me think I have any kind of anything.
You just have the whole like pass undead thingy.
Yeah, I mean, I have the Paz Undead, but it's not even memorized right now.
Sure, go into a cave. There's always undead in caves.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why do we always have to fight things that break my weapons and steal my life? It's my life, damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
Pass Undead took, that marionette spell is fucking golden, and I like to have a couple of decays to preserve stuff.
Oh no,
So,
absolutely.
yeah, it was.
It makes sense. I'm just teasing you.
Oh yeah, well, I do keep control. I do keep command undead in the kitty often.
Yes, command the
That's
undead.
cool.
Yeah,
Command them to leave me alone. Give me back my weapons.
I'm gonna command them to go through the fucking portal into the Imperial City and kill
Okay,
all they see.
there's negative plane protection. It's a by touch spell for clerics that you can protect one person from shadows, wights, wraiths, specters, or vampires.
Well, that fits right in there.
Yeah. So,
you
but I
can-
don't
you
have that. I don't have it loaded up. So, I mean, but it exists.
Is it a high level spell?
It's a 3rd level spell.
Yeah, I guess that's
So,
hard for you to. I mean, you have good 3rd level spells that you normally use, right? Those are usually your big healing spells, I guess.
look at my sheet. I just have Searing Light. I only know 1 3rd level spell as of
Oh,
now. I think that might change when I level up next, but I
yeah.
got like kind of a while before I level up. So
Well, we should try to figure out if there's ever a cache of training books, where you read a week and you get a level.
yeah, that would be really cool.
If somebody has a library full of those, that's a treasure worth going for.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, like, when you get level 9 is when they're trying to talk about you get disciples and followers and shit.
Oh, cool.
I know
That's
the level
awesome.
thief gets a den of he gets his own little thieves guild type thing. And
The fighter gets stuff pretty early, like just like the ability to like have a group of stuff. Because like you can have more fighters. You're a fighter. That's easy enough.
yeah. Well, like the fighter. Oh yeah, the fighter goes anytime you want to have. Well, after 9th level, you get land under your control, a barony.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
Not
can have a
really a whole.
stronghold as a knight at level 3.
Yeah.
I can build a castle or a stronghold.
That's cool.
I mean, I have to have permission from my liege.
You're half orc. Peppermint at 8th level can establish a bandit stronghold.
Oh, no, fighter. Anytime a fighter has enough money, they can do it.
Yeah. The other classes, they'll be like, well, you need to get some levels. But a fighter is the most basic class. You fight.
It's like, oh, you have money, you can do it.
Yeah. Of course, the thing about where D&D is different or all these offshoots of D&D, they're all pretty much the same in the you go and you fight a king or a duke or something, and they're badass, they're tough motherfuckers, right? But historically speaking, these privileged motherfuckers that end up being king are generally weak.
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean it like where we are now at this stage, if we were to go into a king's throne room, there should be a bunch of level.
Like, have some period of time where like the knight, like a king, might still be on like, or prince or something might have already done battle before they ever like took over the throne.
Yeah, but their battle is with the toughest motherfucker standing right on either side of them. Whereas the normal motherfucker's battle is you get what you get, you son of a bitch.
Oh, right. Dentry can roll a d6.
I see what you did, sir, and I don't like it.
Yes, there are 3 wraiths that have moved up from down below. Dentry is not surprised, but that is as far as the wraiths can move. They're about 5 feet out of range to touch Dentry. The black pudding.
I just want to touch you.
Bit creepy.
Touch you, yeah. Wow.
The black puddin', let's see, is going to try to touch Mira.
The fuck he is? Mira, run
What's with
away!
all these touching creatures?
Yep.
They shouldn't have named this Jottheim. It should have been the creepy grope factory.
A soft 20 is probably going to hit Mira.
I don't like you right now. Why must you touch my Mira?
For 13 points of damage.
Oh shit!
Ow.
Get out of there, buddy.
Damn it, Bill Cosby, you leave the cat alone.
Mira is mad. Like, very mad. Jackson is madder.
Need to add these guys to the XP pool.
You got a lot of faith in our ability to remove things from the map.
Well, it's not.
Oh, we do.
It's not all about killing them. It's more about dealing with them. So, like, this is, you guys may not have realized this, but like in the past, interacting or talking your way out of a situation or going stealthy and skirting a situation still netted you the XP from the encounter. So
I know this, but we always go for kill first, ask questions later.
right, that everybody bitches about murder hobos, but let's be realistic. That is really the bread and butter of D&D. It just is. So Dentry, you're all the way at the back. What would you like to do? You've got 3 wraiths behind you. They are
all right. Well,
they are undead, which means they are fucking scary. So,
can I reach them being large?
That's a good question. Let's see. It says it doesn't say. I would guess that you would have. I mean, you're talking about If you doubled your you doubled in size or went up one size category, I would say that yes, you could swing your sword and reach that first wraith in the
Okay,
lead.
then that's what I'm gonna do. Hopefully, I can.
First.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know that we have a cleric, but it's there and I'm here, so I'm gonna try and attack while I can.
That is a
Yeah.
hit. What are
We
you?
need that shit.
What are you hitting it with?
The Avenger sword.
Okay, that is a magical weapon.
Absolutely. And I'm just like, look, dudes, no offense, but you scare me, so I don't actually want to deal with you. Just bye bye. Please go away.
Ouch.
Fuck you. Double it. Double it.
That is
Double
Double
up.
right? Yeah, double it.
that is
Double up.
doubled,
Yeah.
so 26 points of damage. You swing and tear this first wraith in half, and it just kind of
Look, Wraith dudes, I don't want to have to fight you. We're sorry for disturbing your rest.
it dissipates into nothingness. Alora, what would you like to do?
They don't take my apology.
No.
Jokes.
Let's see.
The
I want
whole world.
to. So Borman's got a flame out, right?
Yeah, I'm flaming.
I'm going to give you a vial of flammable oil to
Okay.
use. Because I have a bunch of those and I don't use them enough. So
Yeah.
A vial of flammable oil. Hell
Flaming
yeah.
oil pots are a time-honored tradition. Goodman.
Goodman is going to believe that the wraiths are the bigger threat, but he doesn't know if he has room to be able to throw past fucking big ass Dentry.
yeah.
Yeah, he has taken up a lot of that space.
I mean, can't Dentry like crouch as a free action or something?
Yeah, I would say he could probably crouch.
Well, I can get to kind of right there, and if Dentry is got the room, you know, either this
Wait,
guy,
you're a dwarf now. I'm huge.
Yeah.
Just throw it between my legs.
I'm throwing it right between his legs. If I roll a 1, I'm sorry.
I feel like crouching would make it harder for you at this point.
Yeah, going right between the legs. Like, you look like my friend's nuts.
That's a hit.
Out of what?
Plus 3, 5 points of magic throwing hammer damage.
All right. The hammer goes through the wraith because they are incorporeal, but you can see that when it goes through it, the stuff that makes the ghostly matter that makes up the wraith clings to the hammer as it comes out the other side and tears a kind of a hole in the wraith, and then comes back to Goodman. Borman.
Borman is going to he's going to take the vial and well, let's see.
You cover the thing in the oil. The next hit will jack it up, no? Or should
Well,
it be flaming before you do that?
20 away. Can I kind of light the cork and then throw the vial up at the ceiling? Isn't this thing on the ceiling? Or is
Yeah.
it down the floor now because it touched Mira?
It kind of moved down it's like on the wall. But let's see here. Flask of oil fuels a lantern for 4 hours. In addition to fueling lanterns, oil can be used as weapons. An oil flask may be lit and thrown.
Yeah,
Look
want to
at
light
that.
and throw the flask.
And it says got a maximum range of 50 feet. So you can you can throw an oil flask 20 feet further than you can a dagger. That sounds a little weird.
The aerodynamic thing, man. You just don't know the power of the revolution. and the
but it
Molotov
is-
cocktail.
The dagger
It goes back.
has to like hit with force to do damage, whereas the flash just has to get there.
Right, true. It is a splash weapon, so on a successful attack, container smashes and douses the target with the liquid, and the listed damage is inflicted for 2 rounds as the liquid drips off. So, yeah, I mean, if you want to chuck a burning oil flask, you certainly can. That's a
21 hit.
That is a hit, and it deals 1d8 damage for 2 rounds.
Okay. I'll give you one now. A 1.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Well,
Just what I said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. All right, so you tag this thing with the flaming oil, and the pudding is on fire.
Sweet.
What does it? It doesn't say that it says it can only be harmed by fire-based attacks. What does Malachi want to do?
Well, I've got to think that the undead are not going to be around very long as Mavis does her bit.
Yep.
You know. So I'm gonna but I don't know how many motherfuckers are coming behind there. I can see down there. That's 50 feet. So let's put it here and
What do
make it
What do you
a
put?
circle and no snapping from right here. So we'll do it from right here. Yeah. All right. So that area right there is going to fall into my my lightning, my necrotic lightning.
Okay,
I gotta look up the name of the spell.
Is it Soul Lightning?
Yeah, soul lightning, third level.
Let me take a look.
Just let your
necromancer.
soul glow.
It's number 13. What levels are the?
So it's a 3rd level necromancer spell.
Yeah, it's in the treaties book.
Yeah, it is. Causes the souls of all creatures within 20 feet or 20-foot radius to discharge as exploding electrical arc. So then, I mean, I guess this is a philosophical question. Do wraiths have souls?
They are a soul.
Yeah, maybe.
Aren't they a wandering angry soul? Isn't that what a wraith is?
Yeah, it says incorporeal undead monster. Yeah, I'll say it works.
Oh, thank you. Well, then I'm gonna do 8d6, I believe, or is it 8d8? I think it's 8d6.
Yes, it's 1d6 per caster level. They can make a save for half. Let's see. Do they?
Oh, that would have been beautiful, but let's do it right.
They do save for half.
So 11 points for all of them that were in that area.
Okay.
Anything with a soul in that area would be,
yes, subject.
Yeah.
You're just assuming that there's more stuff behind them, is what you're saying.
So yeah,
Well,
these lightning rips from these wraiths, kind of shreds them a little bit, but they are still up.
All right. Well, not much. They do nasty things.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, like energy drain.
Yeah, so we're trying to avoid that.
Yes. Hey, at least
we're not into that
at least
you know?
Alora is not in range for them this time. What does Miro want to do?
Mira will be running away.
Okay, that's
Mira
probably
did not like being
wise.
touched. Mira will find herself in the middle of the group between
Bad touch.
and go by Alora, but like Alora's the one that Mavis, I like Mavis. Mavis helps me a lot. I'm gonna go by her.
Okay.
No one ever asked Malachi for healing.
Right.
Yeah.
Your healing, it's not healing. it
It's
feels a little
creepy.
weird when you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes me feel dirty. What does
I like the way
Jackson?
you heal.
What does Jackson want to do?
Jackson is gonna do like a retreat back by this lantern, and be like, light a bow, take a little step this way, and shooty.
Okay.
Because that's what we do.
That hits.
Yay. I forgot
That's
what I was
good
supposed to roll
stuff.
for a second. D6 plus 1. Hey,
Nice.
7 again.
All right.
Oh,
And then don't you do some fire damage?
Well,
It's a firebolt.
Yeah, lighting
Uh,
the arrow on fire allows the arrow to do the damage. If it was just
Okay.
just the arrow not being lit, it would not hurt it at all. It would just kind of
Okay.
eat the arrow.
And
Mavis.
turn into 2 things.
time to turn some things.
All right, so you are going to turn, and
Flash.
Hopefully.
because I don't know, turning is overly complicated. So, let's see here.
I think I rolled a
Player
bunch of
roll-
D6s.
so-
I can't remember.
Player rolls 2d6, and I need to consult the table, which I have in front of me. What level is Mavis?
Mavis is level. Okay, let's see. 8.
Okay. And these are
And
4 hit dice creatures.
I rolled 11 with my 2d6, so that went well, I think.
I would say so. And then
And then
No, and then.
roll 2d6 again.
5.
So you will be able to turn one of them,
Okay, that works.
and it. Looking at this table, I don't understand what it is saying.
is the turnings easier in Castles and Crusades?
Yes, quite a bit easier. You don't have to fucking look at it. I'm just so across the top you have the hit dice, and you've got the level on the left. These would be, well, I'll give you the higher one. He is destroyed. The other one is not.
Okay.
The other one is not. So, there's that. So yeah, Mavis holds up her holy symbol, and one of the rays just is obliterated. Peppermint.
I'm gonna do the shoot the flames thingy if I can.
Okay. You will probably need to move. Let's see.
Like here? I don't know.
Yeah,
where
there
to
you go. That would work.
Okay, let's see what I add to shoot. Okay. Cool. 19 to hit.
That hits.
Or 6 points.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I'll get out of here
your
so everybody else can do their
Flaming
thing.
arrow sploots into Bill Cosby, the Black Pudding. And,
Love it.
And the
Hey,
Ray.
hey.
There we go.
Mr. Ray.
That's Fat Albert.
Yeah, that.
I know.
Yeah, but wasn't he the voice?
That was
for
his
Fat Albert?
show.
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were, well, it was his, like, he produced it or something.
yeah, and
To
he
be-
did the voices for it. So
Did he do the voice for Fat? Was it his voice?
yeah,
Sure.
They were all him. Yeah,
yeah, I
he
think they
did them
were all him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Even Mushmouth.
Yep.
No way.
I
Even
forgot about
Mushmouth.
I forgot about
Yeah.
Brushmouth. So, the Wraith is going to make a touch attack on Mavis.
No. No.
Not fair.
Well, we will.
Why did Mavis go in front of me?
15. I don't.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah, what's your AC?
Yeah, don't know, buddy.
I get the right sheet out. 20.
Yeah, no, this Wraith tries to touch Mavis, and she backs up just in time, and the Wraith misses. The Black
Sweet.
Pudding.
Bobby doesn't like Jackson so much because I keep shooting it.
Yeah, it is going to make a attack on Jackson. There we go. 18 to hit.
No, my AC is higher than that.
So Jackson ducks and dodges, and the Black Pudding's wrench goes over his head. What would Dentry like to do?
Dentry is gonna lay the smacketh down on this one that dares to try and touch our wonderful Mavis.
Okay.
He'll just be like, Mavis, duck.
All right.
That
Oh,
hits.
that's gonna do it. Yeah.
Cool.
12 points damage.
All right. So
But you
your
double it.
magic sword does 12 points total,
Yeah.
and rips the Wraith apart. The Wraiths are done.
Ah,
They were an add-on with a little bit of bonus XP for you.
it's wonderful.
Did Dentry want to move after he? You can move half your movement.
I mean, I'm not trying to fight the thing that needs to be hit by fire. I got no fire.
Actually, you can move your full movement. You're not retreating from anything. So.
I will. No, I don't know what's next. I know we've got a sludge thing here. Maybe I'll move here just to kind of like guard us from whatever might be in this cavern. Because now things are coming from directions.
Okay.
All
In
right.
that cavern, you see.
Yeah.
What is it?
A dragon.
He already soul lightning,
A
so if there's
dragon.
other stuff to get hit.
So you can see in here, and looking through your eyes, you have infravision.
Got the vision. Infravision.
So you can see that there are weathered blocks and gravel in this area, suggesting that this cavern is the last resting place of multiple dwellings, small buildings, probably houses of some kind. And it's possible that this area was part of a small group of homes that basically got smashed when the city fell into the earth. And you can see that the floor, partially covered in gravel on the floor, you can see that the gravel covers like stone tiles that have an intricate pattern on them. And you too notice that there's ash scattered around the cavern in small piles, and there are little pieces of paper that the edges have been burned. It looks like maybe there was a library here that caught fire.
No, not the books I never read.
Yes, right. But Dentry likes them for the pictures.
They have the pictures. I like the books with the drawings of the pretty ladies.
Yeah.
The pop-up books. Oh, Laura, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna try and throw another vial of oil at this thing
Okay.
and see if I can keep the flame
So-
damage going.
D20 plus dexterity bonus.
Okay. Fucking 4. That's not gonna do it.
No, it is not.
I'm gonna slink away ashamedly.
He'll Does the wall next to it burn and now it can't go that direction?
Yes. Yeah,
okay.
I would say
Well,
that the wall
not
up here is
bad.
now on fire, and it cannot. I mean, it could go up across the ceiling onto the other side, but Goodman.
Well, Goodman is going to see everybody looking down this hallway, and he's going to check his intelligence, and he's going to he's gonna think that the fight, if everybody's ready and everything, he's gonna think there's a fight hidden that way. He's gonna kind of run his 20 feet in here.
Okay.
There.
Okay. Okay.
I don't like when he cackles.
Dentry and
He's like, ha ha ha.
Dentry and Alora see Goodman run in, and he steps on a partially covered stone tile, and
No.
it immediately, the pattern on it glows blue for a second, and it is a spell glyph.
Oh shit.
Oof.
I need to make a save of some sort, I'm sure.
Yes, save versus spells for half.
Okay, well, I don't think that's gonna get it.
No, but I also need to see.
What spell?
Oh, believe it or not, I was close.
Wow.
What is your spell save?
Dentry and Mira also need to make spell saves.
That's just rude, sir. Oh. Okay. 2 d20s. 14 and a 2. Well, the 2 obviously didn't do it.
Who got the 2?
Probably Mira, because she was the second roll.
Okay.
I don't want to break my pattern. The 14 did save.
So Goodman and Dentry take 12 points, and Mira takes 25 from the lightning bolt that shoots out from this.
Ooh.
No,
Glyph.
I'd take the full 25. I did not save.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, so you're gonna
No,
eat 25.
I did that. I'm sorry, friends.
Okay, well, Mira's dead.
Mira can make a death saving throw.
I was like, she gets a +2 to the save, so her 2 was a 4.
Right.
Death save.
Oh no.
Fuck my life.
Yep.
Mira's dead.
Is dead.
Oh fuck.
Goodman, you're gonna get attacked by Jackson.
Well, don't freak out just yet.
What would Borman like to do?
You shouldn't use a wish on one of my companions. Save it for the people. Still getting attacked.
Borman, I understand. Borman is gonna have to continue on the fight.
Okay.
Doesn't he get like what was he getting, a D8 for burn damage this round?
That is correct. He does take another D8.
So there's 6.
Eh?
6 because he's burning,
Yep.
And then I will light an arrow and shoot it into him.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna just do a retreat with it a little bit because I've got movement. I don't need to stay all up in its face, but I'm gonna light an arrow and shoot up into the thing there.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm specialized. I have dexterity, And I'm at short range. Here we go.
That hits.
18 hit. 3 points of damage.
All right. It takes 3 from your flaming arrow that sploots into the black puddin. Malachi.
Malachi is going to cast a spell on Mira.
Okay.
I just have to find it.
He's gonna bring
gonna
her
have
back
an
as an undead.
I'm gonna have an undead pet. Okay.
No, you won't be undead.
Sure.
No.
You're not sure?
Oh, I have to find it.
I thought you had a scroll for something like that. Or you might have used
I
it.
thought I had a spell that brought you back to life, but instead of a constitution thing, you take.
Yeah, that rings a bell. Let's see. That may be in. Let me look at the Necromancer. I thought it was in the Necromancer. I don't know if I put
That's what
it
I'm
in there.
thinking too.
And I thought it was like a 5th level spell.
Drag from Death's Door. It's on.
Yep, it's a 3rd level spell.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What does it say? It says, subject killed by damage, not by poison, disintegration, etc. Within the last 3 rounds is dragged back from the brink of death. Returning from death is an ordeal until the subject gets 2 full weeks of bed rest. They will have 1 hit point, move at half the normal movement rate, cannot carry heavy items, cannot attack, cast spells, or use other class abilities. This period of weakness may not be shortened by any magical healing. In return for cheating death, the Necromancer suffers 1d6 damage, and the subject suffers a permanent loss of 1 point from a random ability score. I'll allow Jackson to pick. Well, it doesn't have an ability.
I was gonna say, I don't have that, so if you want me to like take some off of its max hit point or something.
Your cat will just be slightly stupider, but you won't notice
Right.
because it's a cat.
Because it's a cat, right?
It's like when you get buried in the pet cemetery, you come back, but now you're a little off, and now you have to make the cat fucking like it's been dead.
Sometimes
and
dead
kind
is
of
better.
fucked up. Yeah. Some of its hair, is not growing right anymore, it's not the same.
I think
But
His eyes kind of looks a little to the
Pet
side.
Cemetery would have been a lot better if instead of the guy they got to be the groundskeeper, instead of him, replace him with Swing Blade.
oh yeah. But yeah, it's just a flesh wound, Dentry.
Yeah, so Malachi brings Mira back with 1 hit point.
Jackson
Wow.
has a whole ass moment of just being like, saw the undead, and then saw the what came after the veil, and then like for a second, it's like, I need a moment. He just kind of plops on the ground, like, what the hell did I just see?
Right.
With its connection to Mira.
That's true. I mean, so I would think that at the point of death that you wouldn't see anything past that. Like you wouldn't see you wouldn't see Mira crossing the veil or presumably entering the shadow realm. I would think that would be cut off at that point.
Okay, I'm just a little bit shook by the sudden pang of death that went away right afterwards.
Yes. What does Mira with her 1 hit point want to do? So she can move half her movement
Nothing.
rate?
Yeah,
Is that what you said?
Crawl
Half a
closer
movement.
to Mavis.
Okay. So he kind of
Meow.
limps over to Mavis. Meow.
Oh,
I bring her
that's so
back to
sad.
life, and she just walks away. So Malachi will just hang his head and be like, "You never appreciate
Oh,
my
okay, fine. Mira kind of like licks at Malachi's like legs a little bit. Is like meow, meow,
yeah,
and then like
yeah,
kind of like between the two of them, like this is my safe space between the two of you.
yeah."
Okay. What does Jackson want to do?
Jackson, after recovering from the loss and sudden revival of Mira, will again take a bow into the lantern and then kind of step back to shoot it.
Okay. Ooh.
Hell yeah!
Nice.
Jackson is inspired by Malachi's religious way of healing.
So max damage.
Yeah.
Another 7.
Another 7. And you get to roll another d20.
Yeah.
Double D20.
Oh,
Da,
oh,
da,
oh,
da.
holy
I am
shit.
like, we are killing everything. They all need to die, and I need to tend it to Mira. I am done with this fight.
So,
Yes.
20 on the critical hit table is chomp off opponent's head, instant death. And, I mean, it doesn't have a head, but it was still 20, and you hit it with that crossbow, and it basically the bolt goes inside, and it just burns it from the inside out, and it is no more.
It had
What a
this
life
cool
essence thing it
spin
has
on it.
is no more. I hit its
Yeah.
life essence point.
Yes, yes. All right, so
I then run over to Mira. Mira!
Yeah, everybody needs.
yeah, you guys probably need some healing.
Yeah. Goodman's
Okay.
like, I think I found a trap.
Gantry will then pull Goodman back 5 feet, like, get out of the room.
Yeah, yeah. He's like,
He needs some help.
Goodman is
Yeah.
I literally
the
just, what are you doing?
Goodman's the
Yanks him out of
expert
the room.
trap detector.
yeah.
Okay. Who hasn't been hit by the healing stick that needs it?
I don't even remember because that was last session.
Yeah, that would be that was last week.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I know probably Gentry and Jackson both got it because they both had a lot of damage somewhere along the
And-
I
way.
don't think Goodman got hurt before today.
No. Goodman can use healing, that's for sure.
Okay. +5 for him.
All right.
And
See,
then,
now you guys know why, with Wes being gone next week, I just said we're not going to play next week because there is some nasty shit in this dungeon.
And then another +6. Because he took like 20 or something, right? It
Yeah.
was
25. He took 25.
Okay. So altogether, you got 11 back so far. Is anybody else hurt?
Gentry's got a little bit down, but I mean, he's got plenty left.
Okay.
If you want to heal him, you can, but you don't have to use
I'll
it on
give
him
you
if you
each-
don't want to.
I'll give you each a healing potion, and you guys can roll. It's 1d6 + 1. Get back whatever you want.
Wait, I'll take it.
Okay.
69 health points. Yep, all right. You healed me perfectly.
Yeah, Goodman is down 15 still, but I mean, he's
So 4
Is
more.
okay.
That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, I'm at 30 now.
Okay, that's good.
You know, I cap out at 40. So I mean, you know, hell, I'm almost I'm at 75%.
I think
Okay, wherever we go next, we need Borman to lead the way, though, so that nobody steps on any more traps. That really fucked
Yeah.
everybody up.
yes.
Borman's gonna come on in here and look for traps.
Okay. Nope. That
Take a
was it.
step back, Borman.
That
Take
was
a step
the
back, Borman, and look.
that was the only trap that you find. However, Borman can make a wisdom ability check.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, I
noted-
did. Rolled
you
below.
in the rubble. You find under where Goodman's boot print is. You find a gold ring worth 700 gold pieces.
Wow.
Here's a gold ring worth 700 gold pieces. Why?
That's a good ring.
Yeah. I'm just going to drop it here in this bag.
And you find
Hope it was worth it, Goodman.
and you find 2 scrolls.
I found 2 rolls,
2 scrolls.
2
I was
scrolls.
like, are they
Okay.
buttered or are they rye? Like,
Yeah, I was really hoping. Yeah,
I thought it was a
hoping they
treasure
would.
table roll. That's what I thought we were dealing
You
with.
can roll. Somebody needs to roll percentage.
I'll do it.
All
What is a roll?
I gotta write down the scrolls, so I'll do it.
80.
Doesn't seem good. Okay.
You find a 5th level arcane scroll. I need to
Hey, that's good.
find out what the scroll is.
5th level means good stuff usually.
Oh hell yeah!
No, I'm not finding it because I'm in the wrong book. Derp. It is my magic table. Yeah. Meh. It is a scroll of transmute rock to mud. Or mud to rock.
You're writing that down, Cameron.
Yes.
What would that be
Okay.
used for?
Rock to
Make
mud
a
or mud to
wall.
rock?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it
I'll
really.
go away.
I mean, you can if you I think you can really use it for a lot. Like you can turn a battlefield into a pretty shitty quagmire. It really does a number on earth elementals. Like it fucks their shit up. You probably don't want to use it on somebody who's been petrified, because that'll
Yeah.
But you could
that'll ruin them.
you could use it on like a floor or something.
Or even a
You
wall.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, or a wall.
Like if a trap wall falls, you could like use it to like make the trap wall go away.
Oh,
Mhm.
we had a tunnel collapse once.
Yep.
If we'd
Oh,
used
yeah,
it
that
on
would have
that,
been
we would have been
useful.
let out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That like sewer place, right?
And somebody gets
Yeah.
Yeah.
somebody gets to roll percentage again.
There.
60. And you find a 3rd level divine scroll.
Okay.
Fine.
You find a scroll of cure disease or cause disease.
Hell yeah.
That is handy for all these diseased people catching stuff in these dungeons.
Right? Filthy buggers.
If we get a shit ton of experience, I'll be able to cast a contagion spell. And that is very
Cool.
exciting. Yeah.
Where you guys can move your exploration movement rate.
Did we look in the place where the pudding was from? Is there anything in there?
We do need to go up there and look around.
Okay, Borman first.
Yeah.
Gentry's
Borman's
just
gonna
gonna move
go-
over here and stand guard.
I don't find any traps. So I'm all up in there looking around for them.
Okay. You find another ring.
Nice.
The same as the other one?
No. This one. Let's see if they have a description. I mean, it's fucking ring, right? But maybe.
As it ever was.
Yeah, I mean it is a plain silver band ring.
I want to
believe
look
that.
at it and see if it has anything to make me think that I got well below my intelligence.
Yeah, you definitely believe that this is a magic ring.
Yeah, this is a magic fucking ring.
Okay.
And
I'll take
I'll
a
be
look.
like, yeah, like here, what do you think?
Am I making a wisdom or?
I'm really thinking this might be a Allura thing. Make an intelligence check.
I made it. I'm under.
Okay. On the inside of the ring, not on the outside, but on the inside of the ring, Peppermint notices that it is etched with what looks like flexing arms all around the inside of the ring.
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
I have a ring of
strength
protection.
It could be a ring of strength.
I might just pop it on and see what happens.
Put
You
it on.
you test it out, and you feel like you are extremely healthy. This is a ring of regeneration.
Oh.
Oh shit!
I will pop. Whoop, the wrong. Pop it up here.
Well, that'll help keep Peppermint around.
Or Allura.
Right. Let's see what it does.
Yeah. Yeah, you will like this. Maybe put it on one of Mira's kitty paws.
Yeah, you could for now.
We need to send Mira through the fucking thing to go back to Castle Braun and chill out for a week or two.
Up on a rug. A
Oh,
horror
yes.
rug.
Yeah, one of them.
Mira
Let
is-
her lay on the whore rug.
Yeah. Needs a week by the fire and relaxing on the whore rug and
Here
eating
is
nothing but
the
the
ring
shit
of
from
regeneration.
Dang,
yeah.
severed limbs will regrow. Nice.
1 hit point per round. That's funky. We can pass that around as need be too and top off hit points really quick.
Absolutely. I think it should go to Mira for right now, just because.
Mira
But she
can't
can't
get
have
more.
any magical healing. She came
Oh,
back
that's
from the
right.
brink. She just
Yeah.
has to
Okay,
wait.
so who's missing the most then? It's Goodman, isn't it?
Goodman is missing 10, so I mean we can hang out here for a little while and top Goodman off. at
Just have
40.
it and we'll walk around and we'll pass it around as need be. It's just going to be,
Here, wear this ring for a while.
yeah, it's going to be
Well,
absolutely filthy by the time we get out of this dungeon,
I mean,
but that's okay.
10 rounds
I
is
think-
1 minute. Or,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, 6
Yeah,
rounds is 1 minute.
Yeah, I think we ought to
Yeah.
let Allura wear it most of the time because she's so low on hit points for her to be able to regenerate them. You know,
He is the keeper of the ring unless it needs to be shared.
right?
Okay, that's fine. All right. This should
Does
be
she have any
ready.
other rings
If-
currently?
I got a lot of rings. I
I
have
thought
a
you
ring
only
of
wear
2
two.
wishes.
So
in
you
my
can only wear
pocket,
2
and one
rings.
Yeah, most of these are just in my pocket because I can't wear them.
She's got a
Oh, what are you
necklace with
wearing?
nothing but rings on it.
Ring of
wearing any
control
rings?
humans. I have a spell ring that has like 1 spell left in it. And then yeah.
Are you
I
actually
think
wearing any of them?
What
I
one
think she
am I
just got
reading?
them all in her pocket.
For the most part, yeah. I got the spell ring on all the time, and then I swear I have one other one. Oh, I have a ring of telekinesis on too. That's right.
The hell does that do?
Those are the two I'm usually wearing, but I can get rid of the spell ring because yeah, it's got a second level mass morph and a detect magic, and that's it. So I can just put that in my pocket
And
and
then
wear
pull it
the
off. Yeah.
What does the
generation
telekinesis
ring.
one do?
It lets you move stuff, but like it not very heavy things. When we got attacked by bed bugs, I used it to push all the bed bugs into the fire.
Yep.
That was
Oh, okay.
the time that it was useful, was for shit like that. It's 1 HP per round. Okay. I got it in my inventory.
Cool.
Can you do like some Final Destination shit where like you just move something slightly to influence the environment, so like a candle tipped over and stuff like that?
And the entire
Probably.
then
I had got
the
to.
entire castle burns down.
I guess I'm following the same thing we've been doing, looking for traps as I'm coming in,
Okay.
kind of into here.
You do not find any traps, but what you do find, well, yes, what you do find is that it. So as I stated before, this is a big column of rock, and there is water trickling down from the top, and you can see. Yeah, you can see up in this corner what looks like an old campsite.
Like there's an old campsite here. Let me look for traps as I get all up in here.
You don't find any.
All right.
So
I guess-
there is a damp old fire pit here that is obvious that it has not been used in some time, and you find that there is a backpack here.
well, what's in the backpack?
There are 3 torches and a pouch with 250 gold pieces,
Love it.
250 gold,
100 silver pieces,
Mm.
100 silver,
and 20 copper pieces.
20 copper. Oh yeah, we have that pouch with like infinite money.
Yes.
Yeah, we just can't drain it every day.
Yeah, you have to leave at least 1 coin in it.
Yeah.
We just have to
But if it-
remember every day, like remind me every day to like there when we have a rest at the end of the day to like tack on whatever gold that thing had in it.
And that's really kind of it in this area here.
That's all that's in here.
All right. Well, then I guess I'm gonna head back down here to right in there, and I'll look for traps.
Okay.
Yep.
You do not find any traps. But- So in here, you see that there are large piles of stone rubble, and it's clear that a large building once stood here. Your guessing is that this is the remains of a collapsed tower, and it seems like, due to the amount of the rubble that's here, it seems that there is much. There was a lot more to whatever this building was. It probably goes way down. You can see that at the end here is a cliff, and tied off to some rocks here is a 100-foot coil of rope that has been thrown over the edge, like somebody climbed it down.
I'm
Well-
feeling brave.
I think we need to go down there and take a look. But I mean, we also ought to look around before we go down that rope. Maybe we ought to come over and look in here.
All right.
Okay, hold
You
on
know,
just a moment.
look for traps.
You do not find any I don't. No, you don't find any traps. In here, similar to this side, you can see that there is a bunch of rubble and blocks, large stone blocks. Some of these blocks have actually been reduced to gravel and sand. And they're lying all around this chamber. And off the edge here is a crumbling cliff edge. And looking over the edge, you can see that there's a deep chasm, and it drops about 50 feet into darkness.
All right.
And you can hear distant echoes coming up from down there, and dripping water, and it's obvious that there's a bottom. You just can't see it. It's pitch black.
Understand.
How far down is it?
You can see about 50 feet. You're estimating about 50 feet because it's just pure black.
Yeah.
Can Peppermint see anything in there?
Yeah. So she can see that there is looking down using her infravision. She can see that there's distant sounds. You know, she can hear the distant sounds of dripping water, crumbling rock from unstable caverns, and she can see that this does drop down about 50 feet to a floor down on the ground. Another part of the cavern that is also strewn with rock and rubble.
Okay, I'll tell everybody. Yeah, that's what I see down there. So if we want to go down down a rope or something.
I mean,
This is the time for the broom.
we ought to broom it.
Yeah, let's broom on down, y'all.
Well, I mean,
Gotta
yeah,
come
you can broom on down that direction, or you can climb down this rope. Either way, it's up to you.
The rare rope that could have been there for God knows how long,
Right.
versus the broom. I'm gonna go with the broom.
Okay, we're doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Even if we go the rope way, we're not taking the rope.
that's right.
How long is am I back to normal size yet?
No.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, you should be.
no.
Really?
Let's see. Yeah, you
Squeezing
will be
my
by the
way
time you
through
get
here.
down to the bottom.
I just jump. Rock. Rock.
Right.
Superhero landing.
I am invincible. My armor's so good the ground can't even hit me.
Don't have anything for this.
When Mirror comes back, you'll have to role player just randomly looking at a wall intently for no reason.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
She's gonna have some fun role play after this.
Oh yeah, because she's she's kind of fucked up. Like, oh no, she's not dead.
Undead.
Two of
Yeah.
She's just gonna start meowing and stuff for no reason. Like, Mira, what is it, girl? What is it? Meow.
them.
Or hissing at a spot in the floor, you know?
Hmm.
Just it's a little spot on the floor.
-1 to all regular attacks, +1 to attacks against undead.
Yeah.
She can't touch anyway.
Yeah. We need to
I
get
regret
some
not taking the spell that lets me give her magic attacks.
Scrambling up the this eastern cliff face, Dentry sees over here that 2 rust monsters have climbed up
Okay.
the cliff
Oh,
face.
not the damn rust monsters.
I don't like that at all.
Everybody can roll initiative. Oops.
I say we avoid them.
Yeah, that's what I prefer.
what I'm thinking too.
They can ramble up, we'll broom down.
Okay. That is certainly a way of dealing with it.
Oh wait, Mira's not here, so it's just the one roll now. That's right.
So you sent Mira through the mirror?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if not, she's hanging out somewhere waiting for that.
Okay. Move her from the stack.
Yeah, I threw over by the opening. She's just chilling over there.
We did say we were sending her back to Castle Braun.
That would be our second use of the mirror if we did that, so we have no more
Yeah.
mirror use for the day.
It'll be okay.
All right.
Okay.
So Goodman,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Goodman doesn't necessarily want to fight rust monsters with
Yeah.
his bit. So he is going to hop on the broom with Mavis if she'll take him.
Okay. Rust monsters. I think that Dentry looks like a tasty metal morsel.
Yeah, I bet they do.
Rust monster. Yeah.
If they break my Avenger sword, I might like just rage.
Only one of
I
them
might not.
only one of them can attack, and he is going to. And one of his feelers is reaching out for. 19.
No.
Probably.
Oh,
doesn't do
man.
it. So it reaches out and Dentry's like, It's kind of backs away. Peppermint, what are you doing?
I'm gonna shoot one of them with. Let's see. What kind of arrows do I got? With a +1 arrow.
Okay.
Let me try that. Soft 20 to hit,
That hits.
or let me see, for 8 damage.
Okay. Nice. So, yeah, this arrow plunks into this armadillo-like rust monster. What is Jackson doing?
Jackson, also feeling very much attached to his current weapon, will pull out a not Vorpal sword, because fuck that shit. I have. These guys don't have to be hit by magical stuff, right? They can be harmed by regular stuff, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Then I'm just gonna pull out a poleaxe.
Yeah. All right.
Let's go for that.
Yeah,
D20 plus 5.
That is a reach weapon. So.
Sure is. It doesn't have any pluses to it because it was once magical, then it encountered something that unmagicaled it.
Yes. I forget the name of that thing, but it eats magical enchantment. That's a hit.
Would the Vorpal have cut its head off of his plan?
Yeah, it would have.
Damn it. Oh well. Wasn't worth the risk.
Yeah, man, I don't like things that take away our toys.
For-
That's not
For 4 points. Oh, if you so Castles and Crusades has equipment wastage.
yeah.
So some of those nat 20s can actually rend and bust up your armor or shatter your shield. So there's an additional money sink that's added because once you get out of a dungeon or back to town, Then you got to spend money to get your shit repaired or buy new shit.
Well, that probably makes sense.
Yeah, but I mean, it's something that is, shit like that only happens like on a crit, but it is after so many adventures or traveling for so far. It is brought up. It's like if you traveled 120 miles, if you walked it 120 miles, by the time you get to the next town, you're probably going to need to buy new boots, depending on the weather and things like that. So
Okay.
Your mage just casts mending at the end of every
you
day.
could cast mending. Yeah, that is a spell that can be done. So Jackson hits this thing with the pole axe. Now,
I mean, the pole axe is
weapons,
metal, so if it wants to go for it,
I
fine.
was just gonna say, yeah, you hit it and you deal damage, and the head of the pole axe just crumbles to rust.
It is now a stick.
It is now a stick. It's a 10-foot pole.
How much damage does a stick do?
I mean, theoretically, you could use it as a staff. That
Right.
can do 1d4 damage.
All right. It is now a staff that does D4.
this poor pole axe just has been gradually getting whittled down the further you guys go. What's Malachi
And
doing?
I'm gonna back up and be like, hey guys, can we get down that ladder or the faster? Must move faster. Must move faster.
Well, Malachi is not really in a position to see him. That's the problem. So he'll just come over here to reposition for next round, I guess.
Okay.
Uh,
What does Borman want to do?
Foreman does not like the idea of these things, so he's gonna kind of move up here and take a shot at this first one.
Okay.
He'll use a +1 arrow.
Okay.
'21 hit.
That hits. For
5 points damage.
All right. So this arrow thunks into hits between the armor plates on this rust monster, and it kind of lets out a squeal. Mavis, what are you doing?
I got Goodman on the broom. I think I'm supposed to drop him off.
Okay. What's the move? The broom? Like 180 or 60?
It's bananas.
With
That's all I remember.
Yeah, with let me bring it up.
She can
It's
take
80
me down.
Broom of flying.
It's 80 encounter is what it is.
So if it's carrying, if you have two people on it, it can move 60. No, it can move 180. Yes. So you would be able to drop Goodman off at the bottom and make it back up to the top.
Wow, amazing.
In one run.
Goodman will scout the area.
Okay. Yeah, what does Goodman see down there? Let me take a look. Because I don't even know. Let's see. 2. Level 6. Or room 6. So she brings Goodman down, and it is just this sheer cliff. And Goodman can, now that he's down on the ground, Goodman can see the remains of a tower here, and literally can see the foundation is all that's really left. And he can see that there are, very, very old bones lying in the rubble. And you can see rotted timber and broken glass all around what remains of the tower. You can see that there are skeletons lying in the rubble. They're all clad in dirty, rotting robes. Goodman can make a wisdom ability check.
Yeah, I did.
So you know you kind of spot
I got
that
a 1.
the robes have what look like, and you recognize this from having traveled with Malachi. You can see that some of these old rotting robes have arcane symbols, or what similar to some of the stuff that you've seen Malachi either wear or items that he has. And you can see that to the south there is a twisted and bent iron gate that is shut. And you can see that there is an inset lock in this iron gate. Also, with your wisdom, you find that there is one of the skeletons is wearing a robe that is not rotting. It is fully clad in this robe.
Well, that's badass, but nothing to make me think I should do too much of anything but stand there with my warhammer ready to jack it off at people that might, or things,
Okay.
I might lay the hammer down right next to my hand while I take a moment to light a lantern or something.
Okay.
So that way my friends will know where I am. They'll see the light.
Okay. Hold on, just
Yeah.
All right, I got that queued up and ready to go. You go back to the Rasmus. Yeah. All
What
right.
the fuck you queuing up and ready to go in?
You'll see. What does
I know.
Alora?
I'm just fucking with you.
What does Alora want to do?
I have a scroll of slow. I think I want to cast slow on the rust monsters.
Okay. Now I
Page 58 of the Treatise of Magic and Spells.
that was the question I had. Which book is it in?
Slow down.
What page
The
did you say that
opposite
was?
of beast. It is 58. That's where I see it.
Yes. So it will last for 3 rounds plus 1 per your level. What level is Alora?
The scroll doesn't say. I am a level 7 witch, though. I don't know.
So it'll last for 10 rounds. 1 creature per level of the caster. So you can get both of these in a 40-foot by 40-foot area, and they will only be able to move at half of their movement rate.
That would be ideal.
The haste spell will negate slow and will have a cumulative effect on creatures that are already slowed by other means. So like shitty terrain and things like that, which doesn't apply in this case. But they are slowed. So they are at
Excellent.
half movement.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I can.
Maybe we can get away.
Okay. They are at half movement. Dentry, what would you like to do?
Dentry has zero desire to fight these things or to let these things take his well earned stuffs. I'm gonna kind of go this way.
So I will tell you this: magic items that touch a rust monster have a 10% chance per plus to the weapon to save and be unaffected.
Oof.
Yeah, that means a 90% chance to fail.
Right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that means.
Sir. Let's see here. Do I even like what is the Avenger is a +2, so I would have a
20%.
4 in 5 chance of still losing it.
Yeah, 20% chance of it saving.
No.
You don't want to gamble
It
that?
is worth more. No, that is a horrible idea. No.
I mean, this
So
reminds me.
much no.
This equipment wastage. This reminds me of so when you in Dungeons and Dragons Online, and pretty early on, like levels. I think it's up to like level 7. There's a dungeon called Steam Tunnels, and the Steam Tunnels are filled with fucking oozes and whatnot, and so. If you're going to go in there, you of course want to bring wooden clubs, but you're still going to end up taking damage. And so, before going into the steam tunnels, as far as I know, it's probably still this way, but I haven't played in a long time. But what you would do is there was another dungeon that you would kind of farm, and at the end, there was a high percentage chance that a particular huge muck would a huge ooze would spawn, and if you killed it, there was a high percentage chance that it would drop a magical club called Muckbane, and I think it did like double damage, and it was protected against it wouldn't rot away when you attacked him. The same kind of thing. I mean, I lost so much shit attacking those goddamn oozes.
Is Dentry moving?
Yeah, does Dentry want to move?
Yes, I am going to move. Well, you started saying stuff, so I was like, let me go back and see what you're going to say first. No, I'm moving here, picking up a rock, and throwing it.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah, you can make a D20 plus Dex. I gotta look. What is it? I will say that a rock.
It'd be a D4, right? Because same as a sling.
I would think that a sling would actually do more damage. And honestly, I think a D4 is a little low for a sling, in my opinion. But I would say it probably does 1d2 from a thrown rock.
I'm fair. I'm fine with that. I'm not swinging my weapon. No, I have lost too many weapons already. I am the cursed one when it comes to weapons.
That's true. Yeah, you've busted a lot of swords. So yeah, D20 plus your dex.
Oh, nat 1.
Roll a D20.
I beamed Jackson in the back of the head.
A 3. You throw the rock and it actually hits this wall instead of the rust monster, and the rock just shatters. It couldn't even hold itself together. What does?
I did throw it really hard.
What does Goodman do down below?
Goodman is watching and waiting.
Okay.
He's got his dwarven thrower, and he's anticipating people to get on brooms and come down.
What I will do. I gotta remember how I did that. I will show Goodman what he can see. Goodman is right here. So this is this twisted iron gate that is shut, and it's got an inside lock.
All right, and I'm not really seeing anything around that's moving or anything.
No.
So So yeah, I'm just gonna like right here. I'm just gonna light a lantern
Okay.
and maybe kind of not move around a lot. I'm just gonna kind of stay there. Yeah, I'm waiting on my friends.
Okay.
Unless something is really engaging him, then he'll deal with it. But really, he's there. He's knowing they're going to get on brooms and start coming down here any moment now.
Okay. The rust monsters who are slowed can only move 20 feet. Come on.
Jackson's just standing with his stick. Back, I say, back.
They can make an attack on Jackson, and they can make an attack on Borman. On Jackson?
Put me back to the other map.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Thank you.
There you go. Goodman's down there, and we could remove him. Okay. So a 16 on Jackson probably misses.
It does.
And on Borman, another 16 is likely a miss.
Yeah.
So both of these, they're trying to use their feelers to mow on you, and does nothing. Peppermint.
Do these things love like any metal?
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh, we could
I have
throw
an
a piece
old,
of.
yeah, I have
Sorry,
an
go ahead.
old copper dagger I could throw behind them.
Sure.
We have any like magic stuff? We're definitely never going to use its metal. They
Oh,
like
yeah.
magic metal, right?
Not me,
They're not
really,
picky.
but,
They'll eat any metal.
oh, why don't we just throw coins?
Start dropping copper coins. Yeah.
I'll
Oh,
just,
yeah, I should have done that.
I already said I'm throwing the dagger past them.
Do it.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's do that. Well, I'll try and toss it like back here.
Okay.
I hope that gets your attention. Should I do like athletics or something?
Yeah. Roll a d20 plus your dex modifier.
13.
Yeah. So you drop you throw it back there, and it clangs. They. Actually, instead of that, do.
Eat the food that's not attacking back.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. They both of them turn towards this dagger. Jackson, what are you doing?
I reach into Dentry's pouch and pull out some copper and do the same. Kind of throw extra coinage. Like, yes, eat coins, eat copper coins. Don't mess with us. Give them lots of food to go after.
Okay. How many copper coins? I mean, you're just grabbing a fistful. Go ahead and roll a d6.
That's a great idea, Peppermint. Jackson's like, hell yes. I support. Fuck you, touchpad.
So you grab 10 copper coins and toss it, and they're really focused on these coins and the dagger. Malachi, what are you doing? Oh, did Jackson want to move at all?
Yes, towards the edge.
Okay.
If I gotta climb down this edge, that's what I'm doing. Fuck this.
Yeah, it's 50 feet down, and it is a sheer cliff face. Unless you have...
Now let us fly you
What's fall
down.
damage? How much is fall damage?
1d6
Make
per
us-
10 feet.
Mavis has a broom. Alora's got a broom. Hop on one of them, and then you'll get to go down next
You're saying
time
be
they
patient.
have a. Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'll be patient.
Okay. So you're gonna hop on one of the two brooms.
If it's my turn, I mean, I don't know whose turn it is to go on the broom.
Well, I mean,
Nobody's on it right now.
yeah, only
right?
Mavis and Allura are on it. So
We're waiting for people.
Then yeah,
okay.
I hop on one of the brooms.
I mean, Mavis is next, so yeah, we'll just put you right there. Borman, what would you like to do?
Borman is going to. Borman's going to get out of the way. He's going to come here, come down there, 17, and he's. I'm gonna come over here and jump on the back of the broom with Laura.
Okay. Okay. So Mavis, are you taking Jackson down?
I'm dropping him off. Yeah.
Okay. Let me copy him. That's all. There we go.
I'm gonna have to find a magic stick of some kind that's not
Oh.
metal.
Show Jackson what they can see. So this is what Jackson can see down here. There's this gate that's closed, but it's all bent and twisted. And you also, I mean, you of course see Goodman, and you can roll a Wisdom ability check.
Me?
No, Jackson.
I was gonna say.
Accent Jackson, what's your accent?
That is above my wisdom.
Yeah, you don't notice.
What phrase?
Okay, back up here. Mavis drops off Jackson and makes her way back up. Alora's doing the same with Borman.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Borman, you can roll a Wisdom ability check.
Yeah, I did.
So you also immediately see this skeleton that is wearing a robe that is unlike all the others. It's not rotting. And it appears to be, what does it say? It says it appears to be just a normal looking robe, but it is not rotted like the others.
Yeah, that's a magic robe right there.
Cool.
Indeed.
What do you think? Yeah, he's greedy, but
And Alora flies back up. Dentry, what are you doing?
Gentry, they're focused on coins and dagger and stuff, so they've got plenty of food to nom on for a moment. Being in the knight that I am, I will wait to be the last one to go down,
Okay.
but I will move myself a little bit further back towards the edge.
Okay. The rust monsters slowly move over here and start eating the 10 coins and the copper dagger that are on the floor. Peppermint, what are you doing?
I'll hop on Mavis's broom.
Okay. Malachi?
Malachi will jump on the broom with Alora.
Okay. So, Malachi and Peppermint. Show. I just moved Peppermint over here, so she can see this is what this chamber looks like. And Borman is, you see Borman, you see these skeletons that are wearing these rotted clothing, and it's obvious that they have some kind of arcane symbols stitched into this rotting clothing. But you see that Borman is examining this other skeleton that has a robe that's not rotting. It's just a plain-looking robe. There's no arcane symbols on it whatsoever, but it is not rotted. Of course, the skeleton that it is wrapped around has been dead for, a couple thousand years, maybe, or 1,000 years. So the skeleton's dead, but this robe is not rotting at all.
Oh, that's crazy.
All right. And I guess probably Alora can stay down there, right?
Yeah, I don't need to go back up.
And finally, Mavis and Dentry make their way down. Come on. There we go.
What time of day is it?
You wouldn't know. You are underground.
Oh, but we know about how long we are in the day.
Yeah. It would be... Hold on, I will tell you.
Sorry to interrupt your train of thought, but
no.
As I've been tossing spells about, I start to wonder, well, when do we get a rest?
You haven't been down here that long. You have been down here. You're now working on hour 3. So, I mean, you could take a rest here if you wanted to. I mean, I don't know. If you really wanted to set up camp, you could. But I mean, you've only been down here for 2 hours and 10 minutes.
I'm okay. I've still got a little bit left in the tank. I'm glad I multi-classed.
Right? Yes. So down here. I need to switch maps. So this again, this is a 50-foot sheer cliff that goes up to where you in the room you were just at, and wait. Oh, right. Sorry, I was like, wait, what? And you can see that there are, the remains of a tower here, skeletons, and you can see that there is this gate that is all twisted and bent, and it does have a lock on it, but you're not sure if the gate itself is locked or not.
Want to have Malachi look at the robes,
Okay.
if that's okay?
Ooh.
Yeah, 3 on that intelligence check.
Yeah, Malachi's pretty excited about these robes. And I will tell you why.
He's like, these are magic. Why? I don't have magic robes. And he starts taking off his clothes, He goes, he doesn't wear any undergarments or anything. So he's just like slinging about, and he'll turn real fast to make it kind of, go out because, Malachi's all skin and bones except for his manlinesses. He ties it in a knot. So.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah, it works like a flail. And really.
So these are the robes.
Oh, I've got a
Ooh.
16 intelligence. And I do. I've got a 13 wisdom.
Well,
That's
there you go.
awesome.
Wow.
At least you got the stats for it.
All right. So robes of the
Scintillating colors.
yeah. All right. Well, yeah, and he gets a +1 AC.
Yes.
Oh, while the pattern is active.
Right.
Okay.
To a maximum of +5 after 5 rounds. So you
Yeah.
get a +1 for each round, up to 5 rounds, whatever the hypnotic pattern is. So 1d4 +1, that many rounds, he gains that much each round. He gets a +1 to AC.
Yeah.
But you can only move 10 feet.
I don't move really anyway, though.
Yeah, because you can't
That's
move
true.
if you cast. So.
Are we gonna pick the lock normally, or should we chime it open?
Oh, I'll do that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, 3.
So Borman goes over and he's fiddling with the lock and discovers the gate is not locked, but it is stuck.
Oh, dead tree.
Right? Then he's like, did someone say stuck?
So
Mm-hmm.
Dentry can roll a d6. What's your strength?
+2 modifier.
So you have a 4 and 6 chance. So go ahead and roll a d6. No, Dentry is not able to get the gate open.
Peppermint, come together.
So
Okay,
what's Peppermint's strength?
16.
So she's got a 4 and 6.
Rolled a 5.
No, this is a
Unbelievable.
stuck
Somebody
gate.
else be strong.
Malachi will try it
What's Malachi's
and
strength?
not get it. Oh, Malachi's not strong at all. He's got
Malachi's
an
just feeling
Yeah,
squirrely
he's got a
because of
1
the
in
new
6
robe.
chance. Yeah,
8.
Malachi's pushing on it. Ow, that hurts.
He's like, I got these new robes, guys. Check it out. See me flexing.
Jack's gonna give it a try.
Okay. What's his strength?
I
Everybody
got a
just
+1 modifier.
So he's got a 3 and 6 chance. There you go. So
Yes.
you are able to get these gates
Guys,
open.
gotta push like this.
You are able to get these gates open, and you can see that this it looks like this area at one time was a wide avenue, a street, and you can see that there are some crumbling stairs here that lead down into a passage. Let me take a look. Yeah, you can see that they lead down into a passage. It looks like it goes north and south, but there's another bent and twisted gate leading to the north that's shut.
Well, we've survived so far by looking for traps as we move along.
Yep.
And
You do not
coming
find
down-
any traps.
Yep, going right up here to this gate, and you say it's jammed shut too.
It is not locked. It is stuck, though.
Okay,
Hey.
is it really?
You shove open the gate, and you can see that there is some more crumbling stairs that lead up further into this cavern.
Neat.
I think this is a good spot to break. Let me divide up some XP for you guys. Let's see here.
This place is fucking huge, isn't it?
Seems like it.
It's pretty big, yeah. Let's see here.
Lost a pencil. Find something to write with.
Everybody gets 1,324 XP.
1,324.
Okay.
All right. So we're off next week. So I will see you guys in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks so much.
Thanks. My son is having the gender reveal of the baby,
Oh, really?
and so yeah, I'm gonna go to that. So
Worthy,
Yeah.
Have fun.
yeah, worthy reason to go, Grandpa.
yeah, no doubt. Yeah, they got me a shirt that said "World's Dopest Grandpa." It's like they know me, you know.
That's
So
cool.
that's pretty badass. But yeah, man, thanks. I'll see y'all
Wednesday
next week.
Yep.
Yeah, Wednesday night and Friday night for Brian.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Well, there we go.
we will be back with Braunhaven in 2 weeks.
Night.
Have a good one.
Good night.